What's good, JT Squad? It's your boy JTK, aka Josh Too Cool, and welcome back to another video. Before we get into this, bro, drink your water, bro. There we go. Man, they're dehydrated, bro. But yo, um, I posted on my Instagram story that I have two really important videos coming out today, man. And this is one of them. I now thought about it because I did post that at like 12 a.m. right before I was going to bed. Um, the second video most likely will come out today, but it could come out tomorrow. There is a possibility it could come out tomorrow, right? But this one is coming out today, and I feel like I always have to explain myself, not because anybody pressures me to. It's just because I'm not insecure about myself. I wouldn't say I'm insecure about myself, but I do think highly of myself, but not in a cocky way, right? But there are times where I'm just like, man, there's so many things that, I feel like I have to let out, and I feel like I have to tell you guys because, you guys have been, my ride or dies. You guys have been my day one. So literally, bro, started this channel when I was in the sixth grade, and this is my last year of high school, right? It's insane to think that, right? I've been to like one, two, three, four different houses, including this one, since I started the channel, which is doesn't seem like a lot, but which in a way it's not, but like it is kind of a lot, right? The years that I've been on this channel, this year will be 6 years. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, last year was 5 years. This year will be 6 years, which is insane, and I hope to like continue this, bro. I really do. Sorry, next year will be 6 years, right? Because it'll be February. This year was 5 years, but yeah, I really do hope to continue this channel in the future, but first we gotta get something off for the old school viewers, for the viewers that I feel like I let down. Um, like I'm not even talking about the viewers I met like 2 years ago, even, bro. Like I'm talking about the guys that have been with me since I started like grade six. Um, when I was making Call of Duty videos and all that stuff, making gaming updates, all that stuff, and um, all of a sudden, I think one of my last videos before I took this hiatus was I'm going to travel, right? And then I made a video saying I'm back, right? And all that stuff, and then boom, I was gone again. So a lot of things happened in the 2 years that I was gone, and it was really a tough 2 years for me, and part of the reason why I did stop making YouTube videos, there wasn't really a set day that I was just like, I'm gonna quit YouTube. I can't do this anymore. It 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 wasn't motivating for me anymore. It just wasn't motivating for me, and obviously, as you know, seventh grade. I think I was in seventh grade when I stopped making videos. Um, yeah, seventh grade, stopped making videos, and there was so much going on at that point. And I know there are some YouTubers, and including me, sometimes like my older videos, I used to say, "Oh, sorry for not uploading. I have a lot of personal stuff going on." I know a lot of YouTubers that use that as an excuse to not upload. Me, I want to be real with my viewers, right? And I appreciate like guys like that are like No Life Shack and all these guys, bro. They tell their viewers like, man, y'all, I wasn't really trying to upload today, man. I was hella tired, right? I didn't have the motivation to get up, get to my desk, and record a video. Those are the guys that I really appreciate, and that's why I look up to guys like that, right? You look at Willpower, right? Some of you guys who, thought I was copying him like in my early days. Um, I think I did repost one of his videos though, just to mess with y'all. But um, I actually I did watch Willpower, coincidentally. Like I watched him, and you know watching him and then watching him grow and grow, and as I got older too, I started realizing about more about YouTube, he doesn't post as frequent anymore, and I don't watch him as much anymore, and that's no shade to him, because I just haven't had the time to really get to his videos. I haven't really also his content is switched up as well. He's making a lot more music, and I'm happy for him to do that. But I really haven't been watching his videos lately. But even with him, he doesn't upload frequently, right? Because I still have his post notifications on. I still watch his videos here and there, but he doesn't post as frequent anymore, right? And he's real with his viewers most of the time, where he's like, man, I just didn't have the motivation. I don't feel like doing the gaming videos anymore. I don't feel like doing the reaction videos anymore. I don't feel like doing the skits anymore. I'm going to make music, and I'm going to do what I love to do. And if you guys don't want that, you guys can leave. And that's what he told his fan base, right? That's what he pretty much said. He's like, I want to do music, and there's nothing that's going to stop me. And that's the mindset you have to have when you come onto social media, when you're posting onto social media, because when you're posting, you're on YouTube especially, people are going to say it's so many things, like, especially when you're a consistent YouTuber. If you don't have haters, you're not doing your job right on YouTube. If you don't have haters, you're not doing your job right, in my opinion, right? Obviously, it's not a bad thing to have a lot of supporters, but each successful YouTuber, each of you guys' favorite YouTuber, right? If I'm one of them too, each of you guys' favorite YouTuber has a set of haters, has a set of people that don't like what they do, who always talk negative about them no matter what they do. No matter how much they succeed, they'll always talk down to them. And I feel like if you don't have that, you're not doing your job on YouTube correctly, right? But back to the actual point of the video, the 2-year hiatus. I went through a series of mental health issues, and this is not something I usually open up about. I usually open up to this. I only usually tell this to people that are really close to me. But I feel like you guys are close to me, right? You guys are pretty much my family, right? You guys are like my second family, pretty much, right? Because I've been here for so long, and when I came back, you guys still supported me, which was insane. So those 2 years, I went through a series of mental health issues, a lot of downtime in my life. I was at that point through 2017. Well, 2017 was kind of happier, the beginning, and then I had moved later on, and when I moved, that's when it was just like, damn, so much took a turn for me, right? Like a whole lot of stuff took a whole turn for me. And that was like that. This was when I moved. This is like right after I stopped making YouTube videos, and I wasn't consistent. I wasn't upfront with you guys. I just stopped making videos. Moved to a new school, and also throughout that grade 7 year, when I was still kind of making videos, I did go through some bullying, and I did get bullied through that grade 7 year, and I still managed to make videos. I was still making videos. I was still trying to be positive. And at that point, I was just really negative about myself, because it's like, maybe I am doing this wrong. Maybe I do look, a little bit dumb sometimes, right? Or, like, I was really down on myself. And then, I did have a few friends that were just like, man, pick yourself up and all that stuff. Grade 8 hit. Grade 8 was a good year, friendship wise and all that stuff. And then I had a series of problems. This is where the mental health issues really kicked in and taken. I'm only in 8th grade at this point, so I don't know how to deal with it. Right? A lot of kids, that are 13, 14, around there, even like 15. They don't know how to deal with mental health. I'm only 6. I'm turning 17 this year, and I'm so glad I got the help that I did, and talked to the people that I did, including my own mom. Like, my mom was the one person who, really gave me the tough talk, gave me the tough love. Was really like, you gotta focus on yourself. You gotta do this, because if you keep going down this path, if you keep doing these bad things, because I was on a very bad path, and we're going to get into that. I think I did talk about it a little bit, but I was on a very bad path, and it was, extremely frustrating, extremely, depressing, really. eighth grade, I went through a series of emotions, and then it continued throughout ninth grade, and it just wasn't, I didn't know how to cope with it, and it got to a point, and I'm not gonna say the words, literally, because I think YouTube's really sensitive to this word, but I didn't want to cope with it anymore. If you guys are really kind of following with me, right? I didn't want to cope with it, and that's when, my family was really like, they started to see it, right? At first, I try and hide it, but everyone started noticing, a change in my behavior, a change in the way I was acting, right? I wasn't talking to as much people anymore, right? I stopped posting on YouTube, right? I didn't want to do anything. I didn't even want to play video games. I just wanted to sit on the couch all day and just mope and just, sit there on my phone, right? Which would make me even more, which would make the mental health even worse, because there's people, online still saying stuff. And meanwhile, while I'm dealing with this, I'm trying to be a whole other person in front of, some other people. Like, I'll be, say, like, my girlfriend at the time, right? I'm a whole different person, right? I'm an open person, but around my friends at the time, I'm just acting different, right? I was two faced, literally. I was two faced, right? And it was just not a healthy road I was going down, and then it got to the point where that, mental health side of me really took over, and I wasn't really this um tough kid that I wanted to be so bad. I wasn't this, kid, that was from the hood anymore, right? I was just that kid that was just, what do I do now, right? And throughout ninth grade, it kind of got even tougher. And then that's when my mom stepped in. That's when my family stepped in. That's when, they really got me the help that I needed. They really talked to me. And I'm glad I did. I talked to them. My mom helped me talk to some people that she knew, and I'm really glad that she did, because if I didn't talk to those certain people, and mind you, there was a time where there's so many people that found out what I was going through, and I had done some stuff, and I was out of the house for a few hours, right? I left the house for a few hours, and I know I'm really getting in depth here, but I really want to open up with you guys what happened through those 2 years and why I was really gone. Few hours I was gone, and people started, they're like, "Where is this kid?" Right? And then there were so many people that I didn't even realize actually cared about me, and really what they made, like, everybody was out. They were like, "Where is this kid?" They eventually found me. Some people were mad at me at the stunt that I pulled. Some people were just like, "I'm glad you're okay." Um, but then at the end of the day, everyone was just like, "I'm glad you're okay," right? Because they didn't want, and like I said, there were people that cared about me that I didn't even know cared about me, and that was the crazy thing, that I didn't even know these people actually gave a damn. That was my mindset, and it was then I was just like, holy, right? These people actually care about me. And so I moved again to this current place that I'm in. And after all the, the girl drama was really the big component. I think I've rapped about it a couple times. I mentioned it in my songs. I really went through mental health issues because of girls and stuff, and it's part of the reason where I'm just like I don't think relationships are for me anymore, right? Like, especially at this point in time, I think I should just focus on wrestling, focus on YouTube, and focus on all this other stuff that's actually important, right? And so that's why I'm just like of that mindset, and I moved to this new place, new city that I won't say where, only my close friends know where I am. That I won't say on YouTube. But and I completely changed for the better. I was myself. And people really started to realize that I changed when I did have a girlfriend still coming in here, and then we broke up again, and everyone was just like, "Oh, this guy's he's gonna be so sad again. I don't want that for him." And I was fine. I was completely fine. I pulled through, and it wouldn't be for it. It wouldn't have been for you. me talking to people, me talking to my mom talking to me, my friends, that were really there for me. And yeah, it was really insane the amount of people that I talked to. And so I'm happy for that. I'm grateful for that. And yeah, that was that's what happened in the 2 years. A lot of stuff happened in those 2 years, and then 2020, the pandemic hit. Before that, I had went to OFSA. I had done good with wrestling and all that stuff. And by the way, that meant the whole mental health illness was getting, you know, in the way of wrestling in my freshman year. And I was just like, grade 10, sophomore years when I really smartened up. And I'm like, man, let's get to work, bro. Let's forget about all this. Let's forget about these girls. Let's forget about everything. And I'm just going to focus on wrestling. And I'm gonna be the best I can. And that's what I did. I made it to OFSA. I placed second at regionals. And I felt great. I felt so great. And like I said, it wouldn't have been for the people that I realized that actually cared about me, the people that, were actually there for me, that I didn't realize it because, I was a stubborn kid that didn't want to realize it, that didn't want to seek out the help. And then I'm glad I did, right? If you guys have watched my TikToks and stuff, I have preached a little bit about mental health. I don't think I've done it enough. But I preach it to everybody when, people are going through stuff. Like, don't be afraid to talk to somebody. Like, don't at all. Don't be afraid. I've talked to so many, random people that have actually reached out to me surprisingly. Like, out of all the people you could reach out to, they reached out to me. And I've talked to so many people, and I'm just like you gotta, maybe a therapist will help. I know some people don't like therapy, but sometimes it really does help. It seems like a weak move to seek therapy, and people might be like, oh, you need to have a therapist and all that stuff. Some people genuinely need it, right? Some people genuinely do need it. And yeah, you need to talk to somebody, right? And I've told people, you got to pull through. You got to focus on yourself. That is what you do. You focus on yourself, and that is how you pull through that, right? Because when you're focusing on yourself, you're trying to reach your goals. Set goals for yourself. Set your own personal goals. If you want to become a cop, start studying to become a cop. If you want to become an NBA player, start working out. Start listing your goals. Start writing down workouts to be an NBA player, right? Just list out goals and work on yourself, and that is the best therapy ever, right? It's just working on yourself and being your best, right? Everybody goes through, the mental health phase at one point in their life, right? If it's not now, if it's not before, hopefully not. Like, it's, I don't wish it on anybody, of course, but some people do go through it. A lot of people, majority of people do go through it at some point in their life. And it's not a healthy phase. It's really not a healthy phase. But you have to power through it, and everybody has the power to get through it. And I know that for sure because, and you might be watching this video, maybe with a mental health illness, right? Maybe dealing with mental health, right? And you might be thinking to yourself what I was thinking to myself at the time is like, man, how am I gonna get through this? Like, how am I really gonna power through this? I don't know how. I think I just might be this for life. And I know that's your mindset right now, but I guarantee you, if you forget about all the BS, all the nonsense people are saying about you, whether it's girl drama, boy drama, it doesn't matter. Forget about all of it and focus on yourself, because that is the most important thing. Like I said, that is the best therapy you could ever have. And yeah, that is what happened in the 2 years that I was gone. And I finally decided to return to YouTube after I was 100% healthy. I was feeling good. And I had this talk with one of my friends the other day, and he's like, man, if I saw you right now, I would never think you, out of all people, were someone dealing with mental health. And I'm like, man, there are so many people that you probably see on the street, right, that look like they're the baddest MF on the planet, and they could be dealing with mental health right now, right? You have no clue, right? it could be happening to anyone, right? Somebody could be at school, right? Be the happiest person at school, but you have no idea what is going on at home, what is going on in their own mind, right? That's why you always you always got to check up on your friends sometimes, right? You always got to be like, man, how you doing, man? How was your week, bro? Was it good? Was it bad? You want to talk about it, right? It might seem like a corny thing to do for some people, but that's what you have to do because you never know who could be dealing with it, right? So that's my message for you guys today. This video was actually a little bit, apologies for that. My camera cut off. But what I was going to say, this video was more on the, emotional side and all that stuff. So maybe the second video will come out tomorrow. Because it is, I wouldn't say it's on the same side of things, but it is, me more, explaining things to y'all. So yeah, maybe it'll come out later today. Maybe it'll come out tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's only so much y'all can handle, right? But yeah, man, that's gonna wrap this video up, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Yeah, it was a really serious video. I'm working on the reaction videos, y'all. I really am. I don't know when they're gonna come back. The software has really been getting on my nerves. But other than the reaction videos, let me know what kind of videos y'all want to see. Y'all want to see me vlog, bro? Y'all want to see me vlog when wrestling season starts, which is very soon. Plus, I'll be playing football. So y'all want to see me vlog for those, let me know. Y'all want to see my training videos still. Let me know, bro. But I'll see y'all next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all the videos. Most importantly, stay cool. I'm gone, y'all. Take it easy.